Well, hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Kyle Kramer. I'm the Executive Director of the Earth and Spirit Center, and I am here with Phyllis SanAngelo. Good morning, Phyllis.
Good morning, Kyle. Happy to be with you.
Well, I am glad to be with you on this call, and I am especially glad that you have decided to offer this amazing 4-week course called, wait for it, Becoming a Conscious Elder, Claiming and Sharing Our Wisdom. So I was thinking about a podcast episode I hosted several months ago with Reverend Dr. Carl Rutan, in which he and I had this beautiful conversation about stages of life and initiation on the front end and claiming elderhood in one's later years. And you and I have had this conversation also over I think, a couple of years about the gifts of aging and aging mindfully. And so now we have this course about conscious eldering. Tell me, if you could, in a sentence or two, Phyllis, like, what's the problem we're trying to solve here by offering a course like this, and what's the opportunity for folks who might take it?
Gosh, that's hard to say in just a couple of sentences because my heart has just been full of this over the last 5 years when I realized as I turned 75, we all have, well, some of us have the privilege of getting older. And I recognized at this stage of my life, I wanted to choose what I was going to do at this last stage of my life. So I did a lot of research and read a lot of books and talked to a lot of wise people in my life. And I started writing about this class. And at that time, I didn't know it was a class. It was something to help me walk into the last stages of my life with grace and dignity, is what I say. And it's just been really exciting because it just keeps growing and growing. And I know that this is something that's really important in our society today, especially.
Right, important and maybe neglected, because I think oftentimes,
Yes.
I mean, you may think differently, that we feel like we diminish in value and worth and relevance as we age, but that's unique to this culture. I think it's very different in other cultures, right?
Exactly. The indigenous always revered their elders and saw them as the place of some place to go to look at and to revere in all kinds of stages of their lives. And our culture is more on beauty and youth and what you can do. And as we age, all of that leaves us. So
Wait, I disagree. I think you're an absolutely beautiful person.
thank you. Likewise. But the focus is all the things we lose, we think we're losing, but I'm finding that that's really making space and choosing space to become who we are to become, the best person we can be, the person perhaps we were created to be. And it's exciting to get old with purpose and with gusto. And I have a lot of good images in my family. And I want to explore that with others that are in the same space I am.
Yeah, well, and as I understand it, this is not just about feeling better about yourself as you grow older, but also claiming the things that you can give back to others. So it's making your contribution. I think Erickson would say it's leaning into your generativity phase in your older life.
Definitely. We have a lot of experience. And, I don't think it's a state of knowing so much as a state of giving, being present, holding space for others. And, that happens naturally. And gosh, our culture right now needs that so bad because, everything seems to be dying. A new earth is coming, we hope and pray for. And we can be a part of that by telling our story. I think that's so important. Stories change people. And you look back at the story and start respecting and revering your own personal history, your story of your family. And then you go beyond that and you look at the story of your community, the story of our earth, and what we can do to help share that not only with our descendants, but our communities and our families. What a difference that could make. I compared this with the birthing process. I think our world right now is suffering, is in labor for so many important things. And I was walking at Cherokee Park the other day, and it dawned on me when I was in having birthed my 5 children, I was filled with fear and reluctance, and just it was just one of those things that only mothers know. And then I thought, what helped me? What helped me was mindfulness, breathing, and anticipation of new life, of the glorious child to be born. And I thought, that's a wonderful way of looking at our world right now. If we can be more mindful, if we can breathe into this time and be hopeful and be an example of life for other people, I think that we can do this and we can support one another and bring forth a new life in our own experience and hopefully our whole community, our 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 whole earth, the
Well,
earth story.
I am so grateful that you are one of the people in my life who has so consciously claimed their elderhood, and that you're now willing to share the wisdom and the gifts of that elderhood with others and invite them onto the same journey. So this 4-week experience is going to begin on April 11th. It's going to take place on Mondays from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., kind of over the lunch hour. And we are so excited, Phyllis, about you doing this. And until then and after, may you be well.